Are you hearing me? Are you hearing me? No sound? Are you hearing me? You hearing me, my dear? Check in. You hearing me, Kadisha? Okay, good. So I think there was a problem with my mic. Thank you for jumping on. I'm just gonna free talk. I like to edit videos and stuff like that when I put it out. But I'm so overwhelmed today. No makeup, no nothing. I just want to jump on here and just really share my heart. I was just bawling my eyes out, and I was like, I'm just gonna come on and just express myself uncut. No editing, just talk real. One, myself, my church, Horak Ministries, my ministry, the Journey to the Cross and Beyond Ministries. And when I say my, it means that I'm a part of, right? It's actually ours, and it all belongs to God. We just want to express our thanks. I've seen what Colors has done, Marlon, Chung, big up to Auntie Pauline, who we continue to pray for and give God thanks for, because he brought her through the surgery, and we believe he is taking her through the recovery process as we allow her to recover. And also Gemrock Radio, Rodney's Lifestyle. I just saw Daddy Gargan post a video, and it made me weep, you know, because I'm just grateful, and I know that this is a God movement for people to put aside their differences and come together to do something great. And again, on behalf of Horak Ministries and myself and my family, and the world, we just want to say thank you. Hi, Garfield. We just want to say thank you. And so, yeah, I've been crying like a baby because sometimes you can be a little misunderstood, and it's great to connect. I'm gonna cry. I don't want to be a baby, but it's really great to connect with a community of people that care. That's what my pastor preached about on Sunday. Is that we have to care, and there's been times when I didn't really understand myself, or maybe sometimes people around me didn't understand me, because somebody actually said to me, and it wasn't a bad thing. It was, you think you could end, you think you could end world hunger, and I know they were talking to me out of love, and I was kind of mad that they said that, and I walked away and I said, yes, I can end world hunger. But the wisdom of God has shown me that you can't do it by yourself, and just work your sphere of influence, like whatever you can do, work your sphere of influence. God created us with a heart like his, a heart that cares, and a heart that loves, right? Like, to take care of humanity. And it's just great being in a space where people have similar hearts, and just to see this all come together again. My church is not like a mega church, but God uses us to do mega things. And I see like my pastor, Bishop Joan Whitaker, and our church, they don't get paid. Our pastors they don't get paid. They gotta work 9 to 5 to take care of their families, and we do this out of love and just how good God has been to us, and we don't want to like keep that to ourselves. And we call her servant leader because she cleaned the floor. She give you hi Julie. I really hope you're feeling better today. She give you the clothes off her back. She set that example. And growing up is what I saw my mother do. And when I was little, I didn't understand, and I thought that people were like taking advantage of her. But it's like I come following the same footsteps. And not as yet, sis. Okay, we're gonna keep you in prayer. Marlon, supporter of colors, feeding the hungry and the poor. Absolutely. And so Jesus said the poor will always have with us, right? But he told his disciples, you feed them. So what can we do? And so I'm just really overwhelmed by the support, being able to connect with Mr. Smith and Mr. Marlon. That's all God sent, to do this work from Jamaica to Africa. And just the fact that they're not just trying to raise funds, they want to be there with us and to help, to encourage the kids, to touch them, to play with them, to feed them, to make sure they have school supplies. Daddy Gargan, very wise, and he knows how Africa runs. For the Caribbean, Forak Ministries, we can send barrels to the Caribbean. We send hundreds of barrels or all year long. Jamaica, Haiti, Dominican Republic, um, Guyana, Barbados, Trinidad and Tobago. We are there, in those areas sending barrels. But as Daddy Garner said, in Africa you just don't send barrels. One, it'll never get there, or it's gonna cost you so much. You would send containers. There are some small boxes and stuff that you can send, but like the amount of money, time, and effort that it would take to do that, he's absolutely right. You go to the country and purchase the gifts. So for the countries that we take care of in Africa, which is Liberia, Kenya, wait till we show y'all what's going on in Kenya with the kids living in a dump site. Those are the kids that we're going to be helping. And Nigeria, we actually buy the goods there. And so our VBS this year is extended to 5 days. Sorry, didn't mean to cry again. I just want to express a heartfelt thank you for what we see going on and the love that's being shared. And again, I'm just happy to be in a community with people like Marlon, like Colors, like all of you that care, right? It's about caring for others. And even though I've come to the realization that I can't solve world hunger, I can do what I can. And if I have you all to partner with, we can do what we can together. We can support initiatives. One of my problems has been if I need $1,000 and I get it, I somehow find somebody else that needs it more than me. And I don't know if that's a bad thing or if it's unwise. And I'm asking God, like, and I think he has been giving more wisdom, just to help, definitely discernment, and like, where do you want us to focus our attention to? And I believe God is doing that. So I'm honored to connect with Marlon and Auntie Pauline and Mr. Smith and all of you to do this great thing. $1 ain't going into our pockets personally. Of course, you have your upfront expenses. This concert that we're doing on May 31st, you're going to be blessed by the anointed worshipers that are going to be present there. I'm jumping off in a little bit because I'm going on noon prayer. I'm working from home today. And it's going to be a wonderful night for an absolutely amazing cause, which is to raise funds for our Global VBS initiatives. 10 countries in the Caribbean, 3 in Africa. We're highlighting Nigeria because that's where one of the biggest needs is, Nigeria, and then Kenya. And of course, we're also giving back to Jamaica with that empowerment center in Alderton, Jamaica. And none of this is possible without our God and without all of you, with Marlon and, okay, Marlon Chan. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, wow. Mom said she's feeling a little better at this moment. Yes. Let's keep sending up the prayers for Auntie Pauline. We love you too. I love you, Marlon. You know that. So I'm just grateful, and yeah, I'm crying like a baby. I like to be in a little bit of makeup and stuff, but I was like, let me jump on and talk to you guys. Yes, we're proud of Auntie Pauline's recovery from surgery. We're giving God thanks for that, and for Julie, you guys, joyful Julie. Let's send the prayers up for her as well. We please still visit her page and do the watch hours. We're looking forward to her being able to talk the way she likes to talk freely without being short of breath. So let's just keep this community going, supporting each other, supporting initiatives that benefit not just us. I love what I gotta give it to him. What Daddy Gardner said, that it's not about the likes, right? It's about thank you, Marlon. It's about, he's saying it's not even about subscribers right now. It's about the support and donation. And do you know that you can donate prayers? If you don't have $1, that's okay. But just praying for those kids. I also, along with or outside of what my church does, my husband and I, who's Nigerian, shout out to Josh O, we run a nonprofit organization. It's called The Journey to the Cross and Beyond Ministries. And the subsidiary is called Hope Through Education Project. And I'm excited because Marlon Chung's Pay It Forward mission is collaborating with us. It's better we put all our efforts together than a one man over, yes, I do one little thing, and somebody come behind, I do one little thing. When we can just put it together and make a big impact in the world, you know? And so what we do is we sponsor these kids for school. My husband and I are literally their second parents. These are kids from the poorest of the poorest, from orphans to kids who's been raped, kids who's been trafficked, all types of situation. And we have schools there in Nigeria that we partner with, and we send them to school. Because if you don't have the money to send your kid to school, these kids are working as maids and working in bars and all over the place, and we don't want that. So, amen. Yes, Garfield, I love Marlon's heart. That's why I said I found my community where they don't think I'm crazy and I don't think they're crazy, right? It's God that's working in you guys and in us to do His good will and pleasure. Remember, God is a spirit. He's not coming down with His hands and feet. We are His hands and feet. We are an extension of God in the earth. And so when the best thing I can do to anybody is tell them about the love of Jesus Christ, right? And our Savior, and how we can have peace with God through what Jesus did for us. But along with that, I watch when good afternoon, Jamrock. Good afternoon. I was just saying, you guys had me crying, but thank you for what you're doing. But outside of that, even Jesus himself, when he was on earth, he wasn't just preaching and see the hungry people and not feed them. He told his disciples, like, no, you feed them. You do something about that. What's in your hand? I'm gonna multiply. I heard Jemrock trying to teach his wife how to say a little met muckle. Me, I butcher it myself, right? A help me, y'all. Little met muckle. How you say it? Yeah. So that's how you say it. A little make muckle, or a little in our hand. God multiplies that, and so we come together for that cause, and that's what Jesus did too. If he saw a leper, he didn't walk by; he stopped, right? And he helped them, and he's commissioned us to do the same. So all the proceeds from the concert on May 31st is going back into these initiatives. There's merch on sale. I know Marlon Chung would Pay It Forward. They're donating parts of their proceeds back into Pay It Forward. We know know what he's doing and all the barrels he's sending to needy areas in Jamaica. We're going to get behind that. We've already given him a lot of toys and food supplies, and we have more to give as well. Don't forget, Color Smith does the feeding, the Kingston team, 3 times a week. So let's just support that too. We may not physically be able to go, but we can send our prayers. We can send our well wishes, and we can send $1. Every dollar makes much, right? Hi, Randingo. So yeah, let's just keep doing this, guys. And again, I'm overwhelmed and I'm overjoyed because of just the outpour of love and support and the unity. And the kids are going to be blessed. Because of what you all are doing, we're not just doing a 3-day VBS in Nigeria. All the other countries in the Caribbean get 5 days or 2 weeks. But because, you know, Africa is a little tougher to navigate, and the need is great, and we haven't had the resources to do a full 5-day VBS. We've only done 3 days. But thanks to all of you and your efforts, what we're anticipating and trusting God to really impress upon your hearts to help us to do, we've extended it for 5 days. And also because we have the help, Colors, and Marlon and others that will be traveling alongside Bishop Joan and my husband, Josh O, and the rest of the team, and Light of the World Ministries, as well as Horak, coming together for these children. We can extend it to 5 days, right? We can do more for them. So, now that I stop crying like a baby, thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are my new community. I found my people with hearts that care and hearts that love. God bless you all. So I'm about to jump on this midday prayer with my church. You guys can join too. If you go on the website, horakministries.org, you can see the prayer link there. It's a Zoom link, so you can join from anywhere. Please remember, on the same website, horakministries.org, HORAC ministries.org, you can purchase your ticket. It's currently $50. Thank you, Garfield. Let's also get 1,000 donors, right? So we can do great things around the world. And you guys, look out for initiatives that you see that are great, and we'll get behind it as well. Let's make our impact together in the world. So get your tickets. Please get your tickets. We need to have an idea, because our space is limited, and we want to make sure we get everybody in. So we need to have an idea of who is coming and how many people are coming. Gemrock, thank you again for those 4 tickets. Rodney's Lifestyle, thank you again for purchasing the tickets for yourself, and Oliver, and all of you who are purchasing ticket or donating. Go on Colors' wall, and I post it in here as well, for the website, but also the GoFundMe that Colors has started on behalf of this continuous initiative. We're hoping to get them in Kenya with us in October. That one is tough, guys. You will bawl your eyes out to see these kids living in a dump site. And so we're just going to continue to make an impact. We want to see you at the concert. At the concert, I'm telling you, we've got an amazing lineup of worshipers that are really just gonna bless you, bless you, bless you. But after the concert, we're having a meet and greet. We're preparing a special area for Colors and Marlon to meet with their subscribers, their supporters, and their fans. So please, we want you in-house. If you're in the area, we thank you for purchasing a ticket. Please do so. But we also want you physically there so we can connect with you, and we just love on each other. And we are trying to bully Colors. Well, Marlon is trying to bully Colors into making some coconut dumpling, because I know New York, we don't send a coconut dumpling. And you know, say if you go Canada will get coconut, and over Gemrock in England they'll get coconut dumpling, and he can't be coming to o'clock, you guys. And yes, coconut dumpling. Absolutely. So big up to Kanisha. She was the first one on this live from Colors Live. Randingo, Marlon, my big brother, I love you with all my heart. Garfield, Althea Mackenzie, Randingo, yes, I saw Gemrock on earlier, Gemrock Radio, blessings to you. And Julie, please, let's keep the prayers going for Unbothered Joyful Julie, and please continue to support the channel there. I don't want to miss anybody. Again, let's keep praying for Auntie Pauline, and just pray for this work. If you don't have a dollar to donate, your prayers mean something. You know, they're very effective, and we see that even with Auntie Pauline and believing God for her full recovery. That's my heart. Is I think I found my people, like-minded individuals that care, and we don't think each other is crazy for wanting to give. I grew up with a mother that gave the shirt off her back. I see my mother so hospitable that she gave up her bed and slept on an iron board. You know, that's the kind of training that I come from. That's the type of stuff I see my pastor do. House of Refuge, we don't get paid. We are all volunteers. And we put the most money back into the ministry because we see that it's bringing the gospel, but it's also helping people. And so, from as little as I can remember, when God puts something in you, you can't shake it. My husband used to be like, what is your problem? You want to give away everything that we have. Mind you, he has the same heart, so I don't know what he was complaining about. He's just a little bit wiser with it than me. He's not going to, yes, we have given away the light money, but because I kept nagging him to do it, but he's wiser. I think he's my balance because he keeps me checked like, no, okay, that's gonna have to wait. You gotta take care of the family. But there's times where you have to sacrifice for someone else, right? That's called caring, because people do it for us as well, and we don't do to get. But it definitely, there's something that is fulfilled when you're able to really help someone else, right? So that's to tell you that we've got a slice of God on the inside of us, because that's who he is, you know, and that's who he created us to be, right? And so I make sense to myself being around like-minded people like yourselves. When I was little, the dogs, you know, my siblings still tease me to today because the dogs were my focus, and brushing their teeth, wiping their butt, doing all those things, and even growing up, because God gave me a little bit of book smart, and so everybody expected me to be this big lawyer or this big politician or something like that. But the thing that came to me was, I want to be a nurse. And I remember people discouraging me and saying, come on, you can't be better than that. Like, why you want to be a nurse, right? But I gravitated to the old people and wanting to help people. And I went for it despite what everybody around me was saying. Like, come on, you can't be better than that. I don't think there's anything better than caring for other people. And that's what made me pursue nursing. 25 years. I don't talk about it a lot, because some people think so because them is a nurse, that's what defines them. Most people don't know that that's what I do, or they're like, you a nurse? I'm 25 years in, registered nurse. That's not my badge. The part about that I wear is the fact that I get to care for people 25 years in, you know? So I'm just following the path I understand now that was laid out for me. So for those in my family that I disappointed, that I didn't become the big lawyer or the big politician or the big doctor that you guys wanted, I just said I want to be a nurse, because there's still a difference between that bedside manner that a nurse has than even some of the doctors. And I've trained many doctors over my years, but the connection with people, that's what drives me, you know. And so and Marlon and I talked about this the other day, that somebody gave me wise words that I can't end world hunger, and I I understand that I can't by myself, but collectively, all of us, we can do something in the sphere of influence that we have. And so you all can join us, either go on Color's wall or mine and donate to that cause, the initiative there, for Africa and for Alberton, Jamaica, Nigeria, Kenya. We're going to hold the Kenya stories for now because you're going to cry when you see it. But come to the concert. Proceeds go toward this mission in Nigeria, the project in Jamaica, and to all that pay it forward mission with Marlon Chung is doing. As y'all can see, we can't shut. But to God be the glory. And if I missed anything you guys were saying, God bless you and thank you for taking the time to jump on. Go to Horak Ministries. If you're having trouble with that, just call me. 914 236 9344 914-236-9344. There are some people that, they're not that technologically savvy and they have reached out and I told them, I'm going to honor your $50 at the door. I have your name down, your seats ready. I will honor that because you guys are calling and saying, hey, I don't really know how to do this online thing. Just call me. We will make it happen. So thank you for your prayers. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for supporting Colors, for supporting Marlon Chum, for supporting Auntie Pauline, and thank you for supporting Grace to Grow. Next time I come on, I guess Marlon and I can talk about what we're doing on July 25th, which, you guys, we have to stop giving people flowers when they're dead. Let's give people their flowers now. And that's what our gala, Our Children, Our Future gala on July 25th is all about, honoring people like Marlon Chung and Auntie Pauline, people that are doing amazing things. I want people to know now that they are appreciated. So we thank you. I want these kids to know now that there's people on the other side of the world that are thinking about them and care about them. I love you all. Y'all can join me for prayer. Jump on the Zoom at horecministries.org and let's pray. God bless you.